proof number 3 that God does not have an issue with tattoos. God will give us tattoos in the afterlife. Now, this one may even sound the craziest to anybody. God will give us tattoos in the afterlife. There's one thing in God having a tattoo, somebody being able to get a tattoo as an act of worship. There's another thing in us being given a tattoo. Revelation chapter 3 verse 12. This is Jesus speaking. The one who overcomes, I will make him a pillar in the temple of my God, and he will not go out from it anymore. And I will write on him the name of my God. And the name of the city of my God, the New Jerusalem, which comes down from heaven from my God, and my new name. And so he's saying that he's going to write, inscribe, tattoo God's name on a Christian, and then tattoo the name of God's city. Another scripture, Revelation chapter 14 verse 1. Then I looked, and behold, the Lamb was standing on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, who had his name, Jesus, and the name of his Father written on their foreheads. And so they had a tattoo of Jesus, his name, and the name of the Father on their forehead. Third scripture, Revelation chapter 22 verse 4. For they will see his face, and his name will be on their foreheads. Now that Revelation chapter 22 verse 4 was actually speaking about every believer who will be in heaven. Every single Christian will have the Father's name on their foreheads. Last time I checked, we called it a tattoo. A tattoo is an indelible mark, a permanent inscribable on one's skin. And we know everything in heaven is eternal. We will eternally have God's name on our forehead. This is not personal preference of I like or I don't like tattoo. If you are a believer and you make it to heaven, you will have a tattoo on your forehead, whether you are into tattoos or not. It's not waking up and going by your own impetus to a heavenly tattoo parlor and deciding to get a tattoo. Whether you like or don't like, you will have it. So it's going to be very interesting for those who are so against tattoos with that religious tradition spirit, who are going to go to heaven and be shocked, seeing Christians walking past them with tattoos on their forehead. It's like, what's going on here? I thought, is this hell? No. I thought I made it to heaven. No, I worshiped, I prayed, I fasted. How can I be in hell? They'll think they're in hell because everyone will have tattoo on their forehead, tattoo on the arm, Jesus' name, the Father's name, maybe the name of their guardian angel, I don't know. And they'll think they're in hell because they see all these heathens with tattoos all over their body. And they'll quickly find out that no, this is heaven. And the idea of tattoos is actually God's idea. Satan didn't invent tattoos, nor did human beings. But just like everything else, Satan takes something and perverts it. And then humans take it and then run with it. The same thing with music. Music was created as an instrument of worship to God. But human beings have taken it and we've done whatever we make songs about. Money, drugs, sex, whatever we want to. And so tattoo is actually in heaven an act of worship. Now on earth, human beings have taken the idea and have perverted it and used it for all kinds of heinous things. People use it as acts of pagan worship. People get tattoos of all kinds of disgusting things like naked people, and people do ridiculous things with tattoos. The same thing they do with music. The same thing they do with sex. People take something that God creates and perverts it and make it ugly and make it profane. Tattoo is actually God's idea. The idea of inscribing something permanently on your skin is a heavenly idea. The issue is that human beings have taken it and perverted it. The same thing as music. Music is God's idea. Human beings have taken it and perverted it. That's why there'll be music in heaven, but there'll be no secular music. It'll be pure and holy. There will be tattoos in heaven, but it won't be profane. It will be tattoos dedicated to the worship of God. Do you understand? Whether you like it or not, it's not about personal preference. The same way the worship music in heaven will be going on whether you like worship or not. You can't say, this is not my style. Play Davido, play Asake, play. No. It's not play Davido. There's no Davido. It's heavenly worship. So you better grow an affinity for worship music now. Because once you go to heaven, that's all there is. You see that now. So a few takeaways. Takeaway number 1, tattoos are not sinful. Christians are not instructed to not get tattoos. Number 2, God has tattoos. And number three, we Christians will have tattoos in the afterlife.